Our objective for today, I can solve system of linear inequalities by graphing. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. I can solve a system of linear inequalities by graphing. Brody's on. I have no idea what he's doing. All right, so before we fill out our Freyer model, you will need a Freyer model. Let's think back for what we just covered the last 2 weeks. We started with solving systems of linear inequalities by graphing, substitution, and elimination. Remember that? Then we got into the application part of it with word problems. Yes? But every time, I had you guys fill out the Freyer model maybe twice or 3 times. But by now, you should know the definition of system of linear equations. Is that correct? Definition of system of linear equations. Everybody with me? All right. Before we move on for this one, tell your neighbor the definition for systems of linear equations. All right. Let's see. Definition. Pablo. Damn, from the corner. Let's go. Pablo said the set of 2 or more linear equations that contain the same variables. Do you agree with that? Yes. All right. Well, guess what? Here's the Freyer model. I want you to fill in your own words what you think the definition is for system of linear inequalities. Fill that in. Definition for systems of linear inequalities. We're on systems of linear inequalities. Thank you. All right, let's see. Who wrote this? System of linear inequalities are a set of 2 or more linear inequalities that have the same variable. And let's see if we got that. Or something similar, yeah? Okay, good. Examples? None examples? Copy that. I'll give you some time, and then I'll go over it. Ready, go. Let me get this out of the way. There it is. So, by looking at it, is this a system of linear inequalities? Let's see, a set of 2 or more linear inequalities? Yes. Same variables? Yes. Linear inequalities? Yes. Same variables? Yes. Tell your neighbor why this one is not a system of linear inequalities and this one is not a system of linear inequalities. All right, let's see. Ryan, this one. Why is this one not a system of linear inequalities? So what is this called? System of linear equations, okay. How about this one right here, Hunter? It's only one inequality, all right? Write your hashtags, write at least 2 hashtags. And as you're writing one of them, turn to your neighbor, let them know which one you're writing, please. Hashtag what? Isaac, go. Hashtag what? 2 inequalities, okay? You got another? Yes? No equal signs. One more? What else makes a system of linear inequalities? Yes? So, same variables. We good? Yeah? All right. So today we're working on system linear inequalities. You're going to come up with the steps once you see the process for today, what we're doing with graphing, okay? But for right now, get yourself your graph paper in front of you, one graph paper. And at the top left, I want you to copy this problem.
Top left.
On the top left of your coordinate plane.
Oh.
I want you to copy example Q test. Copy the instructions. Graph the solutions of the linear inequality. Check your answer. Y less than or equal to 2x minus 3. Copy that, please. All right. So before we get started, I'm going to first show you how to graph a linear inequality, because this is not a system, is it? What's it missing? Another linear inequality, right? Or at least one or two more, okay? So before I get there, though, write your utensils down, look up to the screen. Focus, please. Check this out. I'm going to sketch a figure here, another one here, another here, another here. Okay. And in this figure, I'm going to sketch a line going like that. And I'm going to shade a region of this figure. Where did I shade according to this line? Above or below?
Above.
Or to the left or to the right of this line? To the right. So some of you are going to see it as above or to the right. Some of you are going to see it as the other way around. Okay? What if I did this? Where did I shade now? Below or to the left. Okay? Can you hear where I shaded?
Below.
Below to the right. How about this one? Above it to the left. Okay? Next. Let me go back to the previous problem. All right. So, write your utensils down, eyes up here. So I'm going to graph this one, and I'm going to do a think aloud. Here it goes. This looks like a linear equation, and I haven't graphed linear inequalities. But do I know how to graph linear equations? Yes. What method would I use? The way it's written, I would use the slope-intercept form. So I will graph it using the slope-intercept form. So let's see. I'll start at -3. My slope I need, so that's 2 over 1. That means 2 steps up, 1 to the right, 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 2 steps up, 1 to the right. Before I graph my line, though, I need to look at the inequality symbol. The inequality symbol is less than, but it has, pay attention to this part, an equal sign underneath. That tells me that I'm going to graph my line to be a solid line. Are we there so far? Okay, copy that so far, and then I'll do the second part in a little bit. Copy that. All right. Is everybody up to right there? Yes?
Yep.
Okay. And of course, you're using your index cards nice and straight, right? If not, there's some in the back. All right, I'm going to do the second part now. Okay? Or should I say the final part? So let me recap. I wanted to graph this inequality, but the only way that I know how to graph is the equation, so I use one of those methods. The method I use is slope-intercept form. Started with a y-intercept, use the slope, plotted points. However, I wanted to see an inequality symbol. Since it has an equal sign, I sketch a solid line. Okay. Next, I'm going to use the first part of the inequality and the constant. Are we there so far? Okay. Now, this in regards to here, does everybody see the y-axis? What number are we looking at? Negative 3. So here's y negative 3. Let's read this. This says y is less than negative 3. Write any sentences down, please. What numbers are less than negative 3 on the y-axis? Everything below, right? Now you're saying, this looks familiar. Let me show you why it looks familiar. Because last semester, when we graphed these solid points, we did this, right? But now, since this is the y-axis, we no longer see it just in this dimension. Now we see it like that. Look at the graph over there and look at the graph over here. Do you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what? Therefore, question. Look at the whole coordinate plane and look at this line. Where are these solutions shaded? Below or above the line? Well, guess what? If it's below, that means I need to shade everything below that line, or some of you are going to say to the right of that line. What does that mean? That all of this is a solution to the inequality. Copy that, please. Boom, that just happened. Let's go.
The Big Bang Theory.
So if I was to ask you to give me 2 points that were solutions, let's see, what would be one of the solutions? Nanelle, give me a point that is part of the solution. -4, what? A point. Give me a point. All right. Help her out, Reagan. What would be a point that's part of that solution? 1, 2. Let's see. Is this point inside the solution? Everyone? No, this is not a solution. Let's try again. And now. 3, -4. Hands if you agree with that. That is correct. That is a solution. 3, -4. Can you give me another one, Reagan? 6, -5. Hands if you agree with that. All right. And I want you to plot your own another solution that's part of that inequality. Okay. Is that you, Esmeralda? No? Okay. All right. Tell your neighbor the point that you wrote for solution. Which one?
69 -23. I did 69
All right. Julian, what's your point?
69 -21.
69, -21, way down there. Hands if you agree with that. That is correct. All right. How can we check if that point, because it's like an exaggeration, right? How can we check if this point is a solution? Because it says check, right? So never, how can we check if this point is a solution in that inequality? That is correct. Substitute the values, right? What is y? Negative 21 less than or equal to 2 times, what is x? 69 minus 3. Let's see. Negative 21 less than or equal to, this is 138 minus 3. Negative 21 less than or equal to 135. Is negative 21 less than 135?
Yes.
That is true, and that's why that is a solution. That's how you check to see what are the solutions. Isaac. 8 and negative 23.
Why?
Never mind. 8 and negative 24. Hands if you agree with that. That is true because it's 8 and it's negative 24. All right. We good with that so far? Okay, let's go to another coordinate plane. Copy this one. See if we can do this one. Well, we're going to do this next one together. Here we go. You don't have to copy the instructions. This is example super Q. And let's write y is greater than, give me a number, Julia.
256.
How are we going to use that as a slope? 3x minus 1. Okay, do the first part. Plot me some points really quick. Give you a head start. Okay, I'm going to graph that in blue. Let's see. Where do we start, everyone? Negative 1. Before you graph the line, don't graph your line yet. Give me a second. I just said plot points, right? What is my slope? 3 up, 1 to the right. 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 All right. Now check this out. I'm going to graph my line, but I need first to check my inequality symbol. What is my inequality symbol? Greater than. Does it have an equal sign? No. Well, look what I'm going to do. It's a dashed line. You're saying, how do I do that, Mr. Q? Like this. Yeah? Now, before you graph it, look up, look up, look up, look up. Look at the previous one. What was the inequality symbol? Less than or equal to. What kind of line was it? A solid. Look at this one. Greater than, no equal sign, and it's a dotted. Talk about your neighbor, the difference from the other one to this one. All right, let's see. Mel, what's the difference between this one to this one? When it has the equal sign, solid line, but why? What does that mean? It could be equal to, or that we can use all the points on the line. Let me repeat that again. That it's equal to, yes, but we can use part of the solution, all the points on the line. All right. Therefore, with that said, why can't we do this one solid, Mel? No equal to, so that means can we use any of the points on the line? No, the points on the line are not part of the solution. You understand the difference? All right, let's finish graphing. What do we need? The y and the constant. So where's negative 1? Right there. Y is greater than negative 1. What numbers are greater than negative 1 on the y-axis? 0, 1, 2, 3, and everything up here. So where am I going to shade? Above or below that line? Above or to the left.
I love drawing.
You do?
This feels like a class.
Good. All right, show me the circles, how comfortable you are with graphing linear inequalities.
Over
You got
9,000.
some 4s, 5s, 4s, 5s, 4s, 5s, 4s,
Over
5s.
9,000.
Okay,
But
thank
I
you.
don't have enough.
All right, so then you're doing an error because I said show me with your fingers. All right, turn your graph paper over. Let's crank it up a notch, yes? Now, before we get to systems, look up to the screen really quick. Don't copy this. What if I gave you something like this?
Oh no.
To graph that using slope-intercept form, what would I do? Tell your neighbor, please.
Put the X on the opposite side.
That is correct. Subtract x, so that means we subtract 5x, subtract 5x. Then we write 2y greater than negative 5x minus 8. Then we divide by 2. Y is greater than negative, what is 5 over 2? We leave it as a fraction form, so it's 5 over 2x. What is negative 8 divided by 2? Negative 4. Do we know how to graph this? Yes. Everybody with me so far? All right, so on your graph paper, the new one, on the top left, start with a system now. Oh, in passing, hold on. Look up. This is a system. How can we tell if this point is a solution to this system without graphing? Tell your neighbor, please. I heard substitute, yes. Substitute both values, x and y, to each inequality, and it has to be true for both. That is true. If it's not true for both, then it's not a solution. Okay? On your graph paper, write this down. Example 2a. You don't have to copy the instructions. Just copy the system. System. We got y less than or equal to 3x minus 4 and y greater than negative x plus 7. Let's do this one together. I'm going to do the top one in red and the bottom one in blue. So I'm going to start with red. Where do we start, everyone? Negative 4. Plot your point. What else do I need?
The slope.
Slope. So the slope is 3 up, 1 to the right. 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 Next, before I graph my line, let me see my inequality symbol. What kind of symbol is it? Less than or equal to. So that's a what? A solid line. Everybody say, hi, Mia.
Hi, Mia.
Thank you. Raffle ticket. Oh, my goodness. All right. Next, let's shade where the solution goes. What do we need? The y. What else do we need? The constant, which is negative 4. So let's read this. Y is less than negative 4. Here's the y. Where's negative 4? Right here. What numbers are less than negative 4? Everything underneath. So we're going to shade everything below or to the
right.
To the right. All right. All right. See what I did there? All right. All right, let's switch to blue. Let's graph the second one. Where do we start? 7. Right, sir. What's our slope?
Negative 1 over 1.
Negative 1 over 1. That means 1 down, 1 to the right. Plot your point. Do it again. 1 down, 1 to the right. Plot your point. Do it again. 1 down, 1 to the right. Plot your point. Do it again. 1 down, 1 to the right. All right, before we graph our line, let me write the inequality. There it is. Give me a second. Mr. Q. Oh, she already came by. Yeah. All right. Do you have any outgoing mail? Okay. 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 Then that's fine. Whenever it leaves, that's fine. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Wrong number. All right. So looking at the inequality symbol, what kind of line is this, everyone? Dash. That is correct. A dash line because it's not including those points. All right. All right. What else do we need? The y and the constant, positive 7. So it reads, y is greater than 7. What numbers are greater than 7? 8, 9, 10. And where is that found? According to this line? Above and to the right. Above and to the right of the blue line. Now, who sees where both shadings intersect? Let me highlight it for those of you that don't see it. They intersect here in this section. Do you guys see it? Well, guess what? That the solution set. Everybody got it? So what does that mean? That I can pick any point from there and it's part of the solution. So who can give me one point that's part of the solution there? Brody. 8, 6. That is correct. 8, 6. Pass someone. Julian.
I got 100, 0.
100 and 0. Okay, but we can't see it unless we check it. And right now we're not going to check. Give me another one that's visible right now. My goodness.
I guess 12, 0.
12, 0. Are you guessing?
No, I'm not guessing.
12, 0. Okay. Hands, we agree with that? All right. So those are 2. 12, 0. How about non-solutions? Who can give me 2 non-solutions? Let's see. Jason, go. Negative 10, 0. Negative 10, 0 is right there. That's a non-solution. Mel? Negative 1, 1. Negative 1, 1. Okay. Yep, that's a non-solution. How about this one? Look up. Is this a solution?
No.
No. How about here?
No.
It has to be
Inside the
both shadings. Everybody with me? Now look at this one. Look up. Let me show you another solution. Hold on, hold on. Another solution is right here. You agree with that? Yeah. Let me show you a non-solution. Non-solution. Tell your neighbor why that's not a solution. It's on the dotted line and it's not part of the solution. Everybody got it? All right, home play for tonight. Home play for tonight is on pages 316 through 317 only. Good one, guys. Enjoy your home play. There is tutoring. If I don't see you guys tomorrow. Bye.